What's up, guys? It's Ash here again. I got a few hours sleep. It's 6:30 in the morning, and I'm back up looking at the results again. And I want to do a little recap here because it's pretty obvious to me what went down last night. Going back to MSNBC page, we got Trump at 213, Biden at 224. Senate hasn't been decided either, and according to them, the House, but that hasn't been decided either, as far as I could tell. Now, what happened last night was for some reason, they decided to slow the roll on Georgia, and they didn't want to call it, and they still haven't, even though Trump is up by a considerable margin with not enough votes probably left for him to win, for Biden to win. Same thing it looks like to me in North Carolina. They don't want to call it. There's not enough votes left out there, and they're just slow rolling it because they don't want to show that Trump won. So these two right here are big because that's enough almost to throw them over, get them much closer. And Arizona still isn't called. Only Fox called Arizona last night. Nobody else did. Um, as you could see, they still never called Arizona. So I don't know what they're doing out there. They're just, what are they counting all through the night, I guess? It's like a lot of these states just stop counting. They don't want to finish the count. Trump's up, looks like he's down 8,000 here, but we still got votes out there. I don't know what they're doing. They're slow rolling this whole thing, obviously. Pennsylvania is going to be the biggest deal, but look how big he's up there. They got to find 600,000 votes. They don't have enough. Even CNN said that he's going to need 75% of all the votes left to win Pennsylvania, Biden, and I don't see a way he's going to be able to do that. And it looks like Maine's still in play. I don't know what's going on there. That's not done. So you got all these states that just stopped counting last night. They just decided we're not going to count it. We can't count it tonight. There's still votes out there, and it's bullshit. We've always had the results on the night of. Now all of a sudden, everything's switching back, as you notice, right? Now all of a sudden, Wisconsin's too close. All of a sudden, Michigan's too close, right? When last night he was blowing them out in all these states, but now it's too close to call after all night long. This smells real bad, and I'm expecting them to call Georgia at some point. I don't see how much longer, or North Carolina. One of these you're going to have to call. I don't see how you could say both of them can. When are you going to get the result? 5 days later? Doesn't make sense. What are you counting? So that's where we are with MSNBC. And now if I go to the Times, they got 227, 213. Still no decision on the House here, according to this. And now we're tied up 47-47 each in the Senate. So I don't know what numbers these people are looking at here. Let's go to Fox. What is Fox saying? The same thing as last night, 238 to 213. Except Fox gave him Arizona already. Still got nothing going on here. 8,000 vote difference. And they don't want to call the rest. This has Michigan leaning still towards Trump. And Wisconsin, no, now leaning back towards Biden slightly. So, and it looks like Trump didn't catch Maine. How did he do in New York? Almost got 44% in New York. That's pretty impressive. And it's still not done. Look at New York. It's only 67% reporting. I don't understand how this is happening because in the past, we've always had the results the night of. It's never been a problem. And now all of a sudden, when Biden's down in the end and Trump's cruising into the victory with these three, or one of these four or five, plus Nevada's still not even coming back. I mean, something don't smell right. So that's where we are. And it looks like Trump's going to have to challenge this in the Supreme Court now. You can't have certain states that all of a sudden before the election start to say, hey, you know what, we're going to do things different this year. We didn't do it that way before, but we're going to do it that way now. Popular vote looks like 68 million, 68.8 million to 66.5 million. So in a country of 300 plus million, not even 140 million people voted. That's not even half the country. There you go. Unless the numbers aren't correct, I don't know. But well, they're still moving, so we're still counting here. Still counting here. So still going up. Okay. Good to know. I just saw the numbers moving. So something is still being counted here. But it's pretty obvious that we got a problem because you should have called Georgia last night. And you should have called, one of these two should have been called last night, Georgia or North Carolina. And I think Trump was right. He says he's got the votes and there's not enough votes out there for Joe. And I think that's correct, at least for North Carolina, with 94% in. These numbers were the same as I saw last night. Nothing's moved. Because I remember Joe's number was 2.655,392. So that hasn't moved since I looked at it last night. So I don't know. I don't know. If they're going to have to get, I don't see how long they could pull this out and just keep making us wait. You know, at some point they got to count these. When they're going to make another 2 days. One of them is saying by Friday now. So they're going to have to push these, counting up faster, get some more people. I don't understand why it's different this year. It's obvious they're trying to rig it to be. Anyway, that's where we are. I guess we're not going to get any answers till maybe later today, tomorrow. I don't know. This is obviously not the way the election is supposed to go, and pretty obvious to me what's going on here. If you can't see it, then look a little harder. How come all the election results we get every night? Minnesota, right, nice and quick, right? But these two that are important, these 3 and 4 or 5 that are important, no. Everything's slowed down now in these states for some reason. So that's where we are. I think Trump's going to win Georgia, North Carolina, and I think he's going to win Pennsylvania too. I don't see how they're going to find, where are you going to find 400,000 votes? He's going to have to take the majority of all the rest of the votes that are there by 75%. That's what CNN said. And that's a big ask. So with that, we'll see how it plays out, guys. They're trying to rig it, though. That's my take on it. Have a great day.